The Nemesis area is developing rapidly and Alton Towers have finally answered our wishes. There's longer opening hours in 2024. Yes, that's right, Alton Towers is finally open for longer hours on busy weekends, and that starts off on the 16th of March, Saturday the 16th of March, which is opening day for Alton Towers, and here is the brand new experience. New for 2024, Alton After Dark. Get ready to experience the twists and turns of your favourite rides under the stars as the park extends its opening hours till 8 PM on Saturday the 16th, 23rd and 30th of March. If one day, and then it's just a promotion. It's so great to have 8 PM closes back at Alton Towers, and what a way to kick off the 2024 season. And this is just the start of so many big changes coming to the resort. I'm so excited. 2024 is going to be a season to remember, but not just at Alton Towers, across the Merlin range of theme parks and non-Merlin, not forgetting New Drayton Manor. But yeah, it's going to be so exciting to get back on the rides, not in October, but actually in March. And I'm sure Alton Towers are going to roll this out across the year and do many 8 PM closes in the summer. I can't wait to see the catalogue of sort of summer nights that we're going to have at Alton Towers, which is great. Sort of following in the steps of Drayton Manor and Blackpool Pleasure Beach that have been doing this for quite a long time now, especially Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I mean, this is nothing new to them, new for 2008. But could this also be hinting at a potential opening date for Alton Towers Resort, considering they're doing this on the first day of the season, which is usually an ease into the rest of the season. You know, previously they've closed at 5 and 6 o'clock on opening day, but no, this year opening right through until 8 PM. Could this be suggesting that Nemesis will in fact open on opening day? I'm not too sure, but fingers crossed. It could potentially open on the 23rd or 30th of March, considering they've got those dates in the calendar as well as 8 PM closes. I'm not too sure, but I think they'll be wanting to get Nemesis open as soon as possible. It's a huge ride. It offers huge capacity for the park, so I'm very excited for that. And we'll come on to the Nemesis updates a little bit later on in the video. But before all of that, I want to talk a little bit about Hex and the Sky Ride, which is due to be making their big returns in 2024 as well. Of course, you know, the Sky Ride and also Hex were closed for the majority of the 2023 season, and it is rumoured that Hex has finished all of its work and it's basically sat there ready to open for the 2024 season. We believe the Sky Ride's currently having a new cable and system installed, and that should be running and operating again for the 2024 season, but it'll be great to have Hex back. Very excited to get on that in the dark. Well, I mean, you're probably riding it in the dark anyway. But just to have the eerie atmosphere with the green lights as you walk to Hex will be great. And hopefully this is the mark of no more generators at Alton Towers. I mean, it's probably not, because it'll be a huge project to put in permanent lighting across Alton Towers. But talking of permanent lighting, that takes me to the next update of this video, which is all to do with Nemesis Reborn. Yes, I know this is unfortunately the most exciting update really to do with Nemesis, but permanent lighting has been installed possibly all around the queue line. You can see an example of one of these posts just standing there, and yeah, it pretty much looks like a lamppost on a road, but still it's permanent lighting at Alton Towers and not just a generator. Hopefully there'll be some nice sort of lanterns on the top, potentially Nemesis theme would be really nice, maybe like tentacles all going up the lamppost would be very cool to see. But I mean, it's just nice to have something actually permanent for once, and it looks great there. I mean, it's a lamppost, but it looks alright. And over in the distance, which is potentially even more exciting than this lamppost, is the entrance archway to Nemesis. Now initially I thought, oh, this is a brand new archway that has sort of gone in by Nemesis Subterra when we saw the markings towards the end of the 2023 season, but no, this is actually the original Nemesis archway, and it used to have a rustic sort of feel to it, where they've actually coated that with a brand new sort of silver undercoat, I guess, and then they've repainted it all black there to go with the Nemesis supports. I'm not sure how I feel about the black. I mean, it's very black all around Alton Towers. Well, the Nemesis side at the minute, because you've got the track and the fence and the supports and the creature itself gone sort of a much darker way. I feel like it would have been nice to have it a little bit lighter and brighter, but I'm sure this will look so great when it's all finished. Potentially some more detailing going on there with tentacles and everything like that. It'll be great to see how it looks by the end of this process. I mean, as you can see, it's in very early stages. They've just literally applied the coat of paint there, but I'm sure it'll be done in the next few weeks. I mean, it's not really too long until opening day. I mean, it's February now, really, by the time you're watching this, probably. I'm not too sure. But I can't wait to see what the new Nemesis Reborn logo looks like on there. I'm sure it's going to look great. And over in the right-hand side of the photo, you can also see some more sort of queue-line fencing that's gone in and speakers all around the floor. There's loads of speakers there, so hopefully the brand new Nemesis kind of soundtrack is going to be playing all around there. We know it's kind of taken the original soundtrack and turned it to a much darker way, and we saw like 20 seconds, or heard rather, 20 seconds of a snippet of the audio in some of the recent promo videos. So I'm sure that's going to sound great, playing all around the speakers in the queue line. But I mean, the main attraction really is Nemesis, which we're very excited for. And if you didn't see the video last week, Nemesis is in fact testing now, and more testing has been taking place this week, which is great to see. It gets me so hyped to go back on Nemesis. It still takes that loop very, very slow. So I'm interested to see how it warms up and how quickly it actually go through that loop. Because I think it'd be pretty cool going through the vertical loop quite slowly. I mean, imagine the hang time on the top of that. Also, a shipping container has been installed in the queue. We can only assume this is one of those shops that they put in all the queues. I mean, we're definitely going to be needing this shop on opening day with an estimated like 6-hour queue for Nemesis. But it does look very nice, and I'm sure they'll serve up some very nice stuff in there. Not really merchandise, more food like drinks and sort of snacks to have in the queue line. I mean, at the minute, it's only really a shipping container, not really much to say about it. I do think at the front, they've got this detail where it looks like the beast has ripped the shipping container apart, which looks very cool. But apart from that, it's a shop and it does the job. It's so great to see Nemesis coming back reimagined in 2024, and it's looking so great considering I started these updates, so probably the start of the 2023 season, or maybe even March, early 2023. Because of course the last ride on Nemesis was on the 6th of November 2023. I'll never ever forget that day, or 2022, sorry. I'll never ever forget that day. It was such a good day to get the last ride on Nemesis. And now it's coming reborn back in 2024. Some of the things that I would like to see that haven't yet been done is bring those red waterfalls back. It'd be so great to see them done in a way that suits the area, and they can do it in an environmentally friendly way. It would just look so great with all of the red track, the red veins, having the red waterfalls. I think Alton Towers know this. They know how great it would look. And hopefully they can find a solution so that they can do it in 2024. It would look great. Of course, we know that some sort of animatronic eye is coming to the station. And there's also going to be a few surprises in the station as well. I'm not really too sure how big of a surprise it's going to be in the station, because at the end of the day, it's the same size station. So will there be a pre-show? Will there be sort of an end of show when you enter the station? Maybe a few TVs around? I don't think it's going to be anything special for a pre-show or anything like that, because I don't really think there's much space to play with unless the station has been like drastically redesigned. But I'm not too sure. High hopes for Nemesis, to be honest. Hopefully they've done something with the station. I'm sure they're going to have some sort of animatronic eye, and I'm sure it's going to look great. But overall, really, I couldn't wish for anything more with Nemesis. Bit more theming around the area. As the foliage grows out over the few years, it's going to look great. Hopefully they don't let it get overgrown like they have done in the past with all that queue line getting overgrown. But it's looking great so far, and it's testing. This is such a great step for Nemesis, and I can't wait to ride it in 2024. Fingers crossed, opening on the 16th of March. But there we go, Nemesis Reborn opening in 2024 at Alton Towers. I can't wait to see it reopen. I can't wait to see the ribbon cut and for us to all just rush in to a 6-hour queue. But there we go. I'll see you in the next video.